Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
I woke up very early this morning, about 5:30, smelling smoke. I think you slept through that part, did you? Or were you just ignoring me?
Well, you woke me up.
That was much later. But there is a fire in the north of Los Angeles. Fortunately, it's not near where we are in Topanga, but we're just sending our love and thoughts to everybody who is impacted by the
There
fire.
is a lot of smoke, and I've already taken the car out, and there's ash all over it within literally 5 minutes of being parked outside the dog kennel.
Yes. So fortunately, we're safe, but we know that others have had to be evacuated. So we're sending our love and hope that everything settles down quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And we have our big night tonight. 64 people are joining us on a 7-month journey for the Soul Centered series. It's going to be just such a deep dive into the spiritual nature of the understanding shared by Sydney Banks. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. I can't believe I'm doing this now because I've got so much to do. I've got fish to fry, people to see, stuff to get done.
Well, one of the things that we thought would be helpful to talk about is just how when we have a lot on, like Angus and I have had on the past, especially the past week or so, how that can impact interactions and relationships. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Ross?
What do I have to say about that? Well, I think I've done remarkably well. I think that what's come forward for me this week is that I have been aware of some nervousness around getting everything done. I think in my role as producer,
executive producer,
really kind of doing a lot of this behind the scenes stuff and making sure that, all the logistics, getting equipment from A to B, making sure we have the right equipment, the right rental equipment, audiovisual stuff.
I don't think you need to say the whole list.
Blah. But I feel like I'm holding a lot.
Okay.
And then what I've been aware of with those nerves in the past, I probably would have become very fractious, to say the least, and really spent a whole lot of time dedicated to worry and feeling very anxious. And now I'm realizing that that really all of that anxiety, all of that stress that really rears its ugly head is a lot to do with the judgment that I feel towards the nerves. So I don't like nerves, but I think that it's fine to be okay not liking the nerves. It's all the extraneous thought that I put on top of not liking those nerves, vis-a-vis the judgment. So I've been very much aware this weekend is just leave it alone. It's like, okay, there is a certain amount of discomfort, that the nerves bring on board, but I don't have to get on that bandwagon of thought that really exacerbates the situation. So I've kind of been leaving it alone, and I think I've been thriving in many ways. I don't know what your opinion. You may have a completely different opinion of where I've been in myself this week, but I feel like I've been handling it pretty well because I've just been ignoring. Well, it's not I've been ignoring. I've been aware of the nervousness, but I haven't been buying into it. I haven't been buying into that narrative.
Well, I don't disagree with anything that you're saying. And I think that our relationship is a reflection of our states of mind. And that even though you've been feeling nervous, and I've been having my own experience of nervousness too around everything, that we've actually been getting along really well, which has not been the case in the past, because typically before any kind of event, especially a workshop that we're doing, we'd end up having some kind of fight beforehand. And of course, it's not too late to have that. It might happen this afternoon. But no, I noticed the difference with you. I noticed the difference with myself. And I think it's important to help people understand like why that difference is there. And I think it's really exactly what you're pointing to, that it's not that we're not having some extra thinking going on, some extra experience of nerve, some worry, but that each of us is finding our own way to be okay with our human emotional experience and not try to change it, not try to fix it, especially not trying to fix each other.
Especially not trying to fix each other.
And just having the kindness and compassion that we can. I'm laughing inside of myself because I was saying Angus and I were doing an intake with a couple, and you referred to me as like sleeping with a beaver because I was chewing my cuticles. So we've had a little bit more room for each other's humanness, shall we say?
That's right.
And in the past, I would have thought that it was not okay for me to be chewing my cuticles, for one, and that I would think that sort of feeling a little bit amped up or anxious, well, that's a problem. That's something I need to go after. That's something that I need to fix. But instead, there's just been a whole lot more self-compassion, and it's so much easier to just kind of be with what is, to not have to change my human emotional experience. And the reason I'm able to do that is because I fundamentally know that I'm okay even when I'm feeling anxiety. I'm okay even if I'm feeling some nerves. My human emotional experience on that level does not take away my okayness. And the same, I think it comes up in relationships. When you're not in a great place, that doesn't affect my okayness either, that I don't need to rush to try and make you feel better, or do something so that tell you what you should do to feel better, any of that, which would typically always end up in the fight that we would usually end up having.
No, I agree with all of the above. And I actually now have to go rent a truck.
Okay. All right. Well, have a great weekend, everybody. We're going to be having a beautiful weekend with everyone who's joining us, and we look forward to speaking with you next week. Take care, everyone.
Take care. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.